They lied to you. For decades, they looked you in the eye and said nothing was found. But the leaked documents, the ones they still try to bury, tell another story. One of silence, pressure, and a secret submerged miles beneath the ocean. And no, this isn't folklore or sailors' tales. We're talking about an active alien base, hidden deep underwater, guarded not just by darkness and pressure, but by entire governments sworn to deny its existence. And the craziest part? They've known all along. Since the first signals picked up by NASA, all the way to ecological missions that had nothing to do with the environment. It was all part of a carefully choreographed theater to keep you blind. Meanwhile, alien civilizations watch, study, and maybe even walk among us. Still sounds insane? Perfect. That's exactly how they keep control. But today, you'll see what they don't want you to. You'll hear the testimonies, see the reports, and connect the dots that crack the illusion. And by the end of this video, you'll have two choices: pretend nothing happened, or never look at the ocean the same way again. Ready? Strange as it sounds, the ocean may be hiding far more than shipwrecks and marine creatures. For years, NASA spy satellites have picked up unexplained signals from the deep areas where instruments fail, compasses spin wildly, and silence becomes suspicious. Some say it's just nature. Others claim these regions are home to aliens, entire alien civilizations established beneath miles of pressure, water, and secrets. More than just rumors. Military documents point to locations in the Pacific where unidentified objects dive in and out of the ocean at impossible speeds. Classified missions and leaked sonar logs all converge at the same coordinates. Could whales really require this much surveillance? Insiders say no. They say alien life forms, far more advanced than us, dwell there, and maybe, just maybe, they've already started interfering with life above. Sounds crazy? Think again. There was a time when the Earth being round was heresy, a time when invisible forces like gravity were dismissed. So what if the truth is that the aliens never left, because they never had to? They found a place man wouldn't dare go. And the deeper we dive, the more questions we uncover. Forget fiction. Leaked reports reveal symmetric underwater formations made of unknown metallic alloys, completely resistant to corrosion, buried deep below the Mariana Trench. These aren't ruins, they're active, emitting signals that normal sonar can't interpret. Experts claim these are intelligent structures built by non-human entities. And the kicker? They've been there for longer than we've had language. Aircraft and submarines have disappeared in these regions, many without a trace. The MH370, the Bermuda Triangle, all events dismissed as accidents. But what if it's not human error? What if it's alien intervention? Creatures capable of bending electromagnetic fields, rendering technology useless, distorting space and time as easily as folding a napkin. The weirdest part is how these areas align with ancient religious sites and migratory paths. Civilizations worshipped sky gods who plunged into the ocean, coincidences that stack higher than reason can explain. And like any great mystery, the more you investigate, the more it hides. Top secret military submarines have gone missing. Again and again. No distress signal, no black box, just silence. But what's even more disturbing are the reports that followed. Rhythmic sounds from the deep, consistent patterns that resemble code. Could this be communication from underwater alien bases? Retired military officers tell of tear-shaped crafts rising from the deep in complete silence, machines that defy physics, passing through matter, vanishing into thin air. One man said a vessel surfaced next to his sub and passed through it. NASA itself admits it cannot explain certain UAP behaviors, yet no one dares ask who's really watching us. The recordings of these encounters, all confiscated, labeled as national security. But why hide something more than war or terrorism? Because alien interference doesn't just challenge science, it crushes the illusion of control. And that's a truth no government wants you to hold. Centuries-old texts, Portuguese sailor logs, Spanish maps, Tibetan monk scrolls speak of lights rising from the sea, shifting colors, darting silently through the sky. These accounts predate electricity, radar, or even telescopes. So how did they describe UFOs centuries ago? Because these alien encounters aren't new, we simply stopped listening. Every time someone spoke out, they were mocked, silenced, or erased. And yet civilizations thousands of miles apart shared the same descriptions. Gods from the sky who entered the oceans, entire ancient temples dedicated to sea visitors. Why would cultures with no contact share such a consistent narrative? Unless it's not mythology, it's memory. Today, when a fisherman sees a glowing object rise from the water, he's labeled a lunatic. But when the CIA director admits to non-human intelligences, it barely makes headlines. That's the trick. Don't deny the truth. Just bury it beneath noise. And below that noise, something waits. Independent researchers, armed with homemade sonar gear and underwater drones, started mapping suspect regions. What they found: perfectly circular cavities, massive entrances carved into the seabed, and constant low-frequency vibrations that mess with the human brain. Dizziness, memory loss, paranoia. Some believe these sites are protected by alien tech. This isn't fringe science. Some of these explorers were ex-NASA scientists, frustrated by government silence. In these areas, animal behavior changes dramatically. Fish scatter, dolphins vanish, sharks go berserk. Natural, or manipulated by something intelligent, something alien? The more evidence stacks up, the less plausible the official story becomes. And what if our technological leaps over the last century weren't just human genius, but gifts? Or worse, influence. When you connect the dots, the picture they form isn't science fiction, it's suppressed reality. The most chilling possibility: that world governments know everything and have made deals. US, Russia, China, all active in key oceanic zones, all silent about their findings. Missions labeled as climate research or marine biology often involve top-tier military tech and personnel. The real mission: maintaining an agreement with those below. Insiders whisper of crafts breaching the surface. Heatless, soundless, radar invisible, pursuit attempts end in disintegration or complete vanishing. Equipment failure is the official line. But classified intel tells a different story. These oceanic aliens aren't just observing, they're neutralizing. Why decommission naval bases overnight? Why expand maritime exclusion zones? Why do whistleblowers disappear? Maybe because truth has a cost, and the ones who know it pay it dearly. Some of the most compelling evidence comes not from institutions, but ordinary people. Fishermen, divers, beachcombers, people who stumbled onto lights, crafts, and even structures beneath the sea. One diver in the Philippines captured footage of a glowing object rising from the depths. It went viral for hours before being erased. His account deleted. His family says he vanished soon after. Stories like his echo globally. Civilian sonars pick up odd metallic groans, strange tunnels, and engine-like pulses. The deeper they go, the stranger it gets. And curiously, military helicopters always seem to show up right after. These aren't coincidences, they're patterns. And when multiple sources across the planet all describe the same phenomena, maybe it's not delusion, maybe it's deliberate design. Some knew, and they stayed silent. Scientists, generals, astronauts. Take the case of D, a marine technician who worked in a classified base. Near death, he leaked letters online describing contact, describing them. Sound-based communication, surveillance via water, beings who never sleep. He claimed aliens monitor our internet, our conflicts, our elections, without ever surfacing that some blend in at docks and ports at night. You'll know them not by their looks, he wrote, but by their eyes that see you. One day, D stopped writing. His IP vanished, but his messages stayed. Messages that match what's being reported globally. Observations, influence, and now something coming. Then came the bombshell. Leaked FOIA documents confirming not just alien contact, but cooperation. Blurred out pages detail hybrid beings, part human, part alien, biologically adapted for deep-sea life. Enlarged lungs, reflective eyes, bone structures foreign to Earth. Many were transferred to unknown locations. Others, simply gone. The documents also mention a genetic exchange program, an effort to prepare humanity for something greater, a shift, a merging, a convergence. What if our evolution is being curated, not by nature, but by intention? Technology, biology, behavior, it's all shifting fast. But the question remains, is it advancement or assimilation?
Governments are acting. Suddenly, ports are being militarized. Ocean zones are being sealed off, and all under environmental excuses. But the intel suggests otherwise. They're preparing for an event, a return, a reveal.
Strategic timelines align between 2030 and 2042. Multiple global transformation forecasts expect political collapse, climate extremes, and new belief systems. Coincidence or rollout plan? Look around. We're being prepped. Media, movies, even religions are warming us up to extraterrestrial ideas. Repetition leads to acceptance. So when the moment comes when one of their ships breaks the surface, most won't panic, most will just watch and obey. So tell me, After all this, do you really think we're alone? Or did this confirm what you've always felt deep down, that something doesn't add up? That the silence around this subject is intentional, strategic, dangerous? The question isn't if there's an alien base underwater, but why no one wants you to know. And if they're here, observing, influencing, maybe even reshaping us, what else don't we know? What else have we accepted without question? The time to wake up is now. The ocean isn't empty. It's full of answers. If this opened your eyes even a little, subscribe now and turn on notifications. Comment below. Do you think the underwater base is real? Let's talk about it. The more we question, the harder it becomes to hide the truth.